Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here and talk with you guys about some stuff. So several people, actually quite a lot, has been asking questions on my channel about some things that I've been excited about and stuff. So anyways, me and Johnny decided to start IVF, and which we went I guess it was like a month ago. And anyways, we went for consultation, and during that appointment, all we did was met up with the doctor, and he talked to us, basically went over my history of the children that I had, and if I had a hard time to conceive, or all that stuff. And they also asked Johnny the same questions, and then he scheduled us to take some tests. However, I held back on mine because I was waiting until he got his back, because it would keep us from spending some money. So we just waited to see how his test came back, which they came back perfect. But anyways, he had to get a test for it's like an FSH level and then some other level, basically to test the sperm and see how well it is and the levels and all that stuff. Which it all came back perfect. But at first, whenever the results came back, because you got to go online and get it and stuff, and they don't discuss any of that with you until you meet up with the doctor. And so we, of course, Googled the level of the, I think it was the FSH level, and we Googled it, and it gave us something that said that it was too low or whatever. And so Johnny was getting really upset, bless his heart. And I was upset, but I was I told him, I'm if it didn't, come back good, it means that, it's not the Lord's plan, and it'll be okay, So after all that was said and done, we worried about it for a night, and then we scheduled an appointment for a Friday, and come to find out they were perfect levels. So anyways, so that being said, we get to go to the next step, which is in August will be the first main step. So he will be going and getting a it's like a semen retrieval. He'll be put under local anesthesia, and they'll just get some of the sperm out, and then they'll take it and get all the ones that's swimming good or whatever. That's basically what he told us. And the ones that's strong, they'll keep them and put them in a dish and freeze them. And then after when all that's good, which we'll know that day if we've got a good amount, which he said that we would, because all of the levels look good. And so after that, then whenever I get ready, I can start my process. So the only thing that I have to do is whenever I start my period, I think it's the day after, I have to go in and get blood work, and then they'll give me some birth control pills that I take for 5 days, and then I go back, and then it's just to check your lining, your uterus lining, and then your ovaries and stuff, which the whole time that I conceived my kids, I never did have no problems, which that don't mean nothing, things can change. But he told me that basically people that come for IVF are typically people that can't have kids. There's something wrong with them, they have that endometriosis stuff, or maybe the partner had cancer and then their sperm count's low and they just can't conceive that way. But considering that I've had my tubes tied and Johnny has had a vasectomy, the only way that we could possibly get pregnant, there's two different options. The first one is he gets a reversal, and then I get a reversal of my tubes, which that would be too much work, too much painful. It would cost probably just about way more than the IVF process, even maybe, possibly more. But all they have to do is just really, take his sperm, take my eggs, put them in a dish, let them mingle, that'll make the little embryo, and they'll implant it in my uterus or whatever. So that's what we have in mind. That's what a lot of people have been asking, are you pregnant, what's going on? But anyways, I just wanted to give you all a little heads up on what's what y'all can be looking out for in the near future. We're aiming for which Johnny, like I said, he does his little thing in August. I'm not for sure the date because they haven't, you know, set up a date yet. But after when we get that ready, then we're good to go. So just whenever. But more than likely, either fall or the first of the year. So that's what we're pushing for. But I will definitely keep y'all updated. It's very exciting. We can't wait. There's a lot of like nervousness because, you know, it's something new. And for me, like the medicine that I'll have to take, like I've heard a lot of people say that it does numbers on your body and stuff. But it's worth it, guys. I'm super excited and can't wait. So, now that y'all know, that's the details on that. I did have a coloscopy done, like, back in January, whenever, like, I had the cancer stuff going on. And during that time, we didn't even talk about having a child together. However, like, whenever me and Johnny married, he was like, would you like to have my kid? And I'm like, well, yeah. Didn't really think nothing of it because, you know, just didn't. I was like, sure, I would love to. And then, but anyways, when I had my surgery, he was like, you know, if you want to have kids later on, it doesn't do anything. Like, you can still have kids and conceive. And I'm like, well, I've had my tubes tied, so I'm not really planning on it. However, which is a good thing, since it didn't, like, you know, affect anything. If it would have been full-blown cancer, I would probably have to have a hysterectomy, but I didn't have to. They just done the coloscopy and they took, like, I can't remember how much out, but it wasn't, like, I think it was 3 to 4, like, I don't know. But anyways, I didn't have to get a hysterectomy, so we're all good there. But I will keep you guys informed, and I'll let y'all follow me during this process. I did order some cute little, it's like Think Positive socks, and I got them from Etsy. I think that's E-T-S-Y. And anyways, they're really cute. It says Think Positive, and then from like the underneath it says Baby Hamilton on it. And then I got some other socks that are like, they're going to be for retrieval. Like, I'll wear the ones that says Think Positive on transfer day, and then on the retrieval day, I've got these socks that says Conceive, Retrieve. I can't remember what all it's talking about, but it's talking about like having faith and believing that, you know, you conceive a child. So it's very exciting. I can't wait to see the outcome on this. And I already know that it's going to be a journey because I have watched several people's IVF journeys, and there's ups and downs, there's roller coasters. But a lot of those people have a lot of like stuff going on within their bodies. But still, IVF, anything could change, you know, like during like your medications or whatever. But anyways, you got to think positive through this process. And those of you that was asking if I was pregnant, no, I'm not pregnant. We're planning on getting pregnant within probably the next year or so. But like I said, probably between fall or like the first of the year. So I'll let you guys know. But I'm really excited. So is Johnny. It is so amazing what science and like how God has gifted these doctors with knowledge. Like, it will just blow your mind. I mean, I was looking into like the IVF thing. It just blows your mind. Like now, which we're not going to do, like you can spend extra money and they can pick the sex of your baby by like the chromosomes or something. They can just like implant it in an embryo, or I don't know how they do it, but you can have, if you wanted a boy, you could have a boy. If you wanted a girl, you can have a girl. But I told our doctor, I'm like, no, we'll leave that up to God. I mean, you can do this part, and if God sees fit, he can give us whatever he chooses. But it's just mind-blowing of how modern science and technology has come so far. And I'm not complaining about it. It's a good thing. So what they will be doing for us is like, I think it's like, it's going to be a frozen transfer, and then it's going to be I think they'll be using Ivf. I think that's how you pronounce it. And what they'll do is, obviously they'll retrieve Johnny's, you know, sperm. And then whenever they thought, whatever's the strongest, they'll take and they'll take his, and after my eggs have like done their thing or whatever they gotta do, they'll take and do the Ivf and implant the sperm into the egg or whatever, and then they'll sit there and I guess form into an embryo. So that's the form that our doctors want to be doing. A lot of people do like the fresh transfers where you just take it out, mix it together, and then put it in, but we're doing the frozen. So it's a lot to take in. Like the first day we went, I was like, they're like, do y'all have any questions? And I'm like, wow, there's like so much to comprehend, you can't even think of questions. And then finally we got into like this little room where they go over like the cost and everything, and I'm like, yes, I do have questions. So there's so many that you got to, that comes to your head that if you don't write them down, you forget. But anyways, I'm really excited, and now that y'all know, people won't be wondering. I didn't want to keep anybody wondering. It was just that I was just really waiting for the time to do it. However, I had like 2 times when I went on live stream, I informed everybody. Actually, this last one, I informed people that what was the excitement about, and I didn't want to post too much until I knew like details. Like we were excited about talking to the doctor during the consultation or whatever, but we didn't know for sure what his levels would come back, and we didn't want to put false hopes up. So we waited, I waited, and I'm like, well, now I can just come out with it for everybody. So super excited. You know, everybody has their own opinions on you know, their life, and but for me, you know, I love being a mom. Being a mother is like the best thing that I've ever experienced in my life. You know, you carry your child for 9 months. I'm such a worrier because my grandma was a worrier, and every little move, that twinge that I would get, I would freak out. And I done a lot of praying because, you know, I just did. But, you know, being a mother is like the best, you know, gift in life that I've ever had. And there's just something about being a mom, you know, seeing your child for the first time and watching them grow up, watching them take their first steps. And, you know, things happen, divorces happen, and we, you know, fall in love, you know, with someone, and things happen with, like, either they have their tubes tied or they have a vasectomy. But today, thank the Lord for modern, you know, science and everything, we can, you know, go away about different things, and so to achieve having a child. But anyways, I'm excited about that, and I'm sure people have mixed opinions on this, and, you know, everybody's free to their own opinion. They can think what they want, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, this is my life, this is Johnny's life, and, you know, we're the ones that will be, you know, having a child together. So we're excited for it, looking forward to it. And you know, you got to have faith. You know that verse in the Bible that says faith is the evidence of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So you got to trust and believe, and if it's God's will, He will see fit for us to have a baby together. But anyways, I just wanted to inform y'all on that. And because I know, like, some of y'all on some previous hauls is like, have I missed something, you know? But I figured that I would just come on out here and just put one video from like the time that we went all the way up to now. So the only thing that we're waiting on now is, like I said, that the little surgery, that it's like a in and out type deal. And so trust me, I'll keep y'all informed on that. They did tell Johnny, when I said they, the doctor, he did say that, you know, if he gets in there, like, he doesn't do it, it's a urologist, I think, that will be doing it. But when they get in there and retrieve his sperm, if they can't get enough through, like, the little needle, they do have to take and like do a little cut and then like retrieve it that way. He said now the first way you probably won't be sore. He said if we gotta do it the second way, yeah, you'll be needing an ice pack. I was like, oh my Jesus. So guys, if I'm holding up a bag of peas like during the like video that I do, y'all know that poor fella how to do it that way. Anyways guys, until next time, I will talk to you guys later and I will keep you guys updated. Bye guys.